What is going on, Washington Commander fans? This is JD coming at you with another video from We Hail, the Washington Redskins fan page. We are doing a reaction video to, I don't know who this guy is, some bum. He looks familiar, but I just can't think of his name. On, I think it's NFL Network, just ripping into Washington. Says a lot of things that are just false, blatantly false. And we're going to watch it and react to it. And so here you go.
I'm going under 6.5. I'm going way under 6.5. You got Sam Howell at quarterback, I think. I don't know. It's one of the worst 3 or 4 offensive lines in the sport. Name somebody. They could walk through any shopping mall in America anonymously. They are pretty much the worst. Worst run game, worst offensive line, worst quarterback, worst coach in the division. Where are we getting the wins? They are more than a 3-point favorite once. They are more than a 3-point underdog 11 times. How are you getting to 7 wins? Did Vanderbilt come on the schedule and nobody told me? Everybody except the Cardinals is better than they are. I think this team wins like 4 games maximum.
All right, so again, I don't know who this bum is, but he has so many things wrong in that. So we have the worst coach in the division. I'm sorry, Mike McCarthy's not a good football coach. He might have been like 20 years ago or 10 years, whenever he was with the Packers and they won a Super Bowl. That was like 20 years ago. Okay, not the best coach, not a good coach. He's not better than Ron Rivera. Okay, not better than Ron Rivera whatsoever. And whoever, I can't think of his name right now, but the coach of the Giants, he might be better, but he hasn't proven it yet. He hasn't coached long enough to gone through some ups and downs and some things to prove that he's better. So I don't want to hear that shit. And then second, Sam Howell is not the worst quarterback in the league. There are plenty of quarterbacks worse than Sam Howell starting this year, for sure. Okay, I can just look at Washington's schedule and look at a couple. Look at the Cardinals for sure. Their starting quarterback this year is Colt McCoy. I don't think Russell Wilson's as good as he used to be. Okay, I keep going. Justin Fields, I don't think he's better than Sam Howell. We'll see, but you also got to incorporate in kind of encase around the quarterback is also weapons and also the coordinator. Okay, those things matter. Those things are important to determining how good or bad a quarterback can be. Because if Sam Howell's like the best quarterback to ever come out of college, but his weapons suck, okay, you're not going to get anything out of him. And if his offensive coordinator puts him in bad positions, same thing. Okay, so Cardinals, not better quarterback. Broncos, I don't think Russell Wilson's better. Now, he does have a very good head coach, offensive coordinator, whatever we call it. That's very good. I can just go, the Bears don't have better weapons than we have. Okay, we have 4 receivers that are like solid receivers that would start for any team for sure. McLaurin, Dotson, Samuel, and Brown are all 4 going to have breakout years. Plus our tight end group is pretty decent. And he talks about a running game. I'll get to that here in a second. But quarterback. Atlanta Falcons definitely don't have a better quarterback than us. I don't think the Giants have a better quarterback than us. Daniel Jones is garbage. Okay? And the only reason he didn't turn the ball over last year that much is he threw a lot less. They put the ball in Barkley's hands and rode him the whole season. I don't think the Patriots have a better quarterback situation than us. Seahawks, maybe. Maybe with Geno Smith. We'll see. Dolphins do. Jets do now, but they didn't 6 months ago. 49ers, Cowboys. So there's still teams out there. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers do not have a good quarterback situation. I don't want to hear that from anyone. If you try to make that argument, you're foolish. It's not a situation. Also, Indianapolis. Okay, so there's plenty of teams out there that have a worse quarterback situation we have, but our quarterback's actually good and great offensive coordinator and great weapons around it. So that's going to equal up to a better quarterback situation than what any other team has. Second, he said a running back garbage. Brian Robinson's not garbage, and neither is Antonio Gibson. And I would say that our 3rd and 4th running backs, which Rodriguez and who's the other one? Cannot think of his name right now. Williams? Maybe Williams. Okay? All of our running back situation, much better than what he's given us credit for. Okay, so this guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He doesn't mention the fact that we got a better offensive coordinator. We won 8 games last year with a garbage coordinator, and I think he's garbage for years. It wasn't like he just became garbage last year. He's been garbage for years, and that offensive coordinator is Scott Turner. We had a garbage offensive line, and if you have a garbage coordinator, you're not going to compensate for the lack of offensive line talent or whatever, okay? And we had to play Taylor Heinicke and Carson Wentz. Neither one of those are starting right now for any team. So we played with backups or not even on a team caliber quarterback. So Yeah, I don't want to hear that. That's not a valid excuse for me. That's not a valid argument for me. And we won 8 games last year with the defense that just added more talent and got better because we have Chase Young back. So we won 8 games with all that. But now that we have a better offensive coordinator, better offensive line, and a better quarterback, we're gonna win less. We're gonna win half as many games. Do your math, bro. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm just gonna look at the schedule. I can pinpoint at least 8 games we're gonna win. Cardinals, Broncos, we're gonna win the first 2 games. Bills and Eagles, those are toss-ups. We have the Eagles number, so I'm not worried about the Eagles. I think we actually match up very well against the Eagles, better than most teams. And our defensive line is just too good, and it negates the entire Jalen Hurts advantage and makes them throw the ball more, and that's an advantage us. Bears, we're better than. Falcons, we're better than. There's 4 games right there. 4 games out of the first 6 games. We are better than our opposition. You're not going to tell me the Bears are better than us. You can't tell me the Falcons are better than us. Bullshit. Giants, we're better than. We are going to right the wrongs of last year. Okay, and then we have Eagles in, and that's a toss-up. Okay, Patriots, we're better than the Patriots. Seahawks, that might be a toss-up as well. Giants, again, we're better than the Giants. So right now, I'm at 7 games. 7 wins, and then we have a bunch of toss-ups in there. Okay, Dallas, I think we're better than Dallas, but we'll throw that as a toss-up game. That can go either way. Dolphins are also a toss-up game. Rams, I don't think the Rams are going to bounce back and be what everyone thinks they are, so I think we're better than the Rams. The Jets could be better. They have a better quarterback situation than last year. 49ers are better than they were. I don't know. We'll see. That one's a question mark to me. And then Dallas is another toss-up. So games that I think definitively we're going to win, 8 of them. That's just 8. That's not counting games where we might split with Dallas and split with the Eagles. So there's 10. Then you got a handful of games that we could win. Okay? I threw the Seahawks in there as a could win. I threw both Cowboy games as could wins. Dolphins game as a could win. Jets game as a could win. We actually have a very good track record against Aaron Rodgers. I don't know why, but we just do. Washington has a very good track record against Aaron Rodgers. Okay? And it's still the Jets, so we could still win that game. And you don't know what the situation is with the 49ers, because they could have Brock Purdy, or they could be having Trey Lance, or whatever. They're a very well-coached team, and they'll probably find a way to take advantage of a young quarterback like Sam Howell. But there's a ton of games in here that are toss-ups, and I don't look at one game like that's a definitive loss, because I can look at our defense, say our defense will keep us in it. The offense just has to give us something. So I look at it and say there's 8 wins here that easily, I won't say easily, but there's 8 wins here for sure. And then there's a bunch of games that we are capable of winning that I can't definitively say that we should win. So I don't care what the bettors say. I don't care. They're really underrating Sam Howell. They really are. They're really underrating the changes that Washington's made this year. And this bum right here just shows exactly how the mainstream media perceives Washington. Okay? They gave us more wins credited last year when we had Carson Wentz than they did this year. Except for one guy. One guy had us like 1-16 or something last year, which weren't even close. It was a handful of games that could have gone either way. And we were easily a 10-win team last year if the ball bounces a different way. So I don't want to hear that from anyone. But that's our schedule. We're looking at our schedule, and I'm looking at first 4 games are 4 winnable games. I think 2 are for sure's and 2 are toss-ups. Then you go 2 more games. Bears and Falcons. I think we win those games. So if we just lose the 2 games that are toss-ups, we're 4-2 to start the season. Then we have the Giants. That's 5-2. Eagles. Let's say we lose the Eagles again. That's 5-3. Patriots, Seahawks. I think Patriots, Seahawks, Giants. We can win all 3 of those. Those are winnable games. Dallas, I think we're better than Dallas. I really do. The fact that Kellen Moore is gone is really going to be detrimental to that team. I don't think people understand how detrimental it's going to be to that team not having Kellen Moore call plays. Okay, so I think Dallas is beatable. Dolphins is beatable. They have a great offense, but I don't think their defense is as good as people say it is. I think we can find a way to win that. Plus, it's a home game. The Rams aren't great anymore. Jets have a great quarterback situation, some good receivers, but we have a great defense. We're going to counter that, and I don't think their defense is that good. 49ers, I think 49ers are probably going to be a win. They're going to be in midseason form. The only thing I would say about 49ers, they might have an injured quarterback that might be in our favor. That seems to happen to them all the time. The last game of the season is the Cowboys game, which the last few seasons, when we face the Cowboys in the season, it's been in our favor. Okay, so I don't look at any of these games and say can't win. Maybe the Bills, but we've proven we can beat the Eagles with a lesser team than we had last year. We've proven that we can hang with the Eagles. I'm not afraid of the Eagles. Bills may be the only team on here that is like a can't win or whatever. And that's the best team we're playing all year is the Bills, and the Eagles are a good team, but I think we match up well. Plus, they've lost some talent that they had last year. They've resigned some good talent, But they don't have exactly the team they had last year, which is the most talented team they could possibly have with Jalen Hurts on a rookie deal. So I'm not going to keep going any further, but this freaking bum just pissed me off, and I had to comment on it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. This is JD. This is We Hail. We hail to the Commanders, and we hail to the Redskins. Have a good one, and see ya.